Hey folks, how we all doing tonight? Well, welcome to the first Hillbilly Outkast Live. This is a podcast we're going to be doing every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. Really not for me, it's just for you guys. If you guys have any questions or anything, we have a format that we're going to go by on this podcast. Uh, just to help anything, just help out with anything that you guys have. Uh, what we're going to start off with, our first segment, it's called In the Steel House. That's everything from steel setup to problems with your steel to your condenser, water flow. I'm real particular about my worm and how it runs. A lot of people do get hot liquor off their worm. Um, hey, man, appreciate you being here. I do. I get all your comments live. But we're going to go over this setup. But in the steel house consists of like burner setup, how to set up your condenser to have um, better performance out of it, more consistent runs, because your worm is where a lot of things get messed up at. Then the second segment's gonna be called In the Mash Barrel, the mash barrel, and that's everything about mashes. What we're going to be doing, how to do different mashes if you're having problems with mash working or anything like that, or if there's something you want to try, run it by us and we'll try to figure it out and see if it'll work or not. We got 10 people in here watching right now. Hopefully it goes on up. Cause we gotta this is gonna be every Tuesday, guys. This is for y'all. I'll be able to share a link over here in the comments. If you guys can find the comments down there, uh, I'll be able to share a link over there where you click on that link and you come on here live with me. And I could have up to 10 people in here. I think 3 or 4 at a time would be good enough. Keep this really. If you have a question, you won't come live. We'll talk about it. It'll be a one-on-one chat. And But you'll be able to do that on here. And then the last segment we're going to do is called the full court, and that's at the end of the podcast. If y'all want to hang out and just shoot the shit, grab you a cold beer or a jar of liquor and a cigarette and just sit around. We just talk about everything from gas prices to liquor. Whatever. It's just here for us to have something to do on a Tuesday night. So that's where this is going. Uh, I figured I'd start this because I've been seeing a lot of other podcasts and everything. People just couldn't. I mean, people have questions and they couldn't get no help. It's made fun of. Man, that Facebook, it ain't nothing but hate all the time. You can't ask a question in there anywhere. So I figured I would do this. I'm gonna change my YouTube up quite a bit. Like you can see, the name has changed to Hillbilly Outkast. That's my group. That's a brotherhood of us. We're just a bunch of liquor makers, but we're a brotherhood, and we try to help people out the best that we can. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of different videos, different mashes this year. I'm gonna try to put them on there in videos for you. I'm still gonna be doing videos, guys. But the live on Tuesday night is for you guys. Don't have to have no big stars or nothing on here to do a podcast because really you guys are my guests. So uh, as long as you're here, I have guests. But I'm gonna see if I can't share this. This is the first time I've ever used this format. So we'll find out if I could share it or we could get on live. If anybody has any questions, guys, go ahead and ask them. People's coming in. We're getting a few people in here now. So let me see. That should be if you want to get on here with me live and just talk. We can sit here and talk about anything if anybody's got any questions. Uh, but there's just a format that we're going to go through. Like I said, I've seen a lot of people, especially beginners. There's a lot of guys that's wanting to lead the craft because their mash just couldn't work or anything like that, and they just wouldn't get the help. A lot of these people make it too complicated for people to even get started making a mash. So that's why I started this right here. It's just for us guys. We're just here to do this for us. What's up, Mr. Rothrop? How you doing, buddy? Uh, I'm still figuring. There we go. Uh, but if, like I said, if y'all have any questions, I could read your comments, and if it's a question, I can post it up here on the screen, and we could go over it. Yeah, buddy, me too. I'm still on this side of the dirt. I may have fell down and got dirty a time or two, but yeah, I'm still on this side. Good seeing you too, Brian. It's been a while, man. It's ain't talked in a while. Uh, but yeah, I'll let you get in there. But like I said, if y'all have any questions, y'all want to hop on here and talk to me, that's fine with me. I thought they shared that link. I'm trying to get her done here. But like I said, I'm just waiting on a question. If he has anything or anything, then we'll get into our next segment here. Pretty soon, I'm gonna try to give it 15 minutes on each one of them, or 20. Just it's just cool. I mean, it might go on for an hour, just cool what the question is and what they're wanting to talk about. So that would work right there for anybody that needs a question answered. I'm still trying to share this doggone link. Okay, I have to figure it out. But yeah, here I see you now, Jimmy. Good to see you, brother. You're on here. Uh, but like I said, this is it's. I just started this podcast for us. I mean, for the people out there in the community. It's not getting the help or they may want to start. Now we have some big things planned that I'm working on. Uh, some big things planned about some grain and stuff too. Not me. It's about somebody that's going to have all the grain you're going to need. And we're going to be talking about grain and grain mashes and stuff like that. I'm going to try to do a beginner's video showing how to clean a new steel, a new copper pot, uh, getting your water hot in your steel, going over a good grain mash, a good sour mash recipe that's really going to work for you the first time out. I want you to start off with success, and that's why I'm doing this. Okay. This real deal's over here telling me. What are some of the best ways to control a condenser or coil? Well, the best way, the way that I do it, if you have running water and you could flow water through your condenser, if you could put a water hose in the bottom and have all the water flow you can and get as much out as possible, and that keeps a consistent temperature. That way your entire run's consistent. What kind of condenser setup you got? What kind of flake stand setup do you have, Stuart? That would help me out a lot more to help you. Just how big is it, and what kind of setup you got, brother? That is a good correct question. How to control it? I mean, because uh, a lot of time, you know, if you're just using ice or a chiller or something, if you put ice in your worm, as soon as the ice hits that worm, it's melting. So the temperature is constantly changing in that. So it's going up and down with your run, and you're not getting a consistent run. That's the big thing about ice. Uh, Not much, Michael. How you doing, man? Hell, I ain't seen you in a little while. But yeah, if you could just tell me what size your condenser is and everything, pumping water out the stream. Well, that's fine. How big is your condenser, Stuart? Uh, how many gallons is it? Is it like a 5 gallon or something like that? I could get you on the right track with that. Or are you pumping it into the top of the worm? Is it just flowing into the top of the worm and then running over or running out? Uh, well, I can get you on the right track with that. I can tell you exactly how to get your condenser where it's consistent and run with every. Let's see what What Rothrock want? Corn, barley, triticale, a bunch of other grains near me. Do they have to be run through a grain cleaner? No, the farmers around here. No, it don't have to be run through a grain cleaner, Brian. The only reason you're going to run grain through a grain cleaner is if you're going to plant it. Like wheat, triticale, barley, rye. It all needs to be run through a cleaner to get all the chaff and the extra stuff out, because you're going to be putting it through a grain drill, and it'll stop your drill, that won't plant. But for making liquor, all that stuff's just going to make a good cap, man. You don't have to have clean grain to make a run of liquor. No. Now, like wheat, it will have quite a bit. It will have quite a bit of chaff and stuff in it, but you could take you a window fan and a bucket and just drop your wheat in front of that fan, and that fan will blow all that stuff out of that wheat, and your wheat will go right in the bucket. 15-gallon, 1-inch. So you're running a lie bag condenser, right? Is that correct, Stuart? A lie bag? Is it 3/4 outside diameter, Shine Daddy? Because I know a way to make them run better. They won't be like a big coal and in a barrel or something. But I know a way to make it run better. But you're gonna have to do a little work. Well, I guess answer your question. Stuart, how big is your live bag? Is it a 1-inch or 3/4 on the outside diameter? Yeah, we can smoke cigarettes and drink a beer on here, guys. We're talking about liquor. We're not talking about nothing else. So we can smoke cigarettes and drink a beer. Yeah, the best way I would think to do a live bag, it won't be the length. It's your outside diameter. What I would do is get me a 2-inch piece of copper, 2-inch pipe. I know it costs money, but get you a 2-inch pipe and make your outside of your live bag out of 2-inch. So if you got a 1/2-inch copper worm coming through your lime bag, then you have 2 inches outside, and that just increases the surface area. Your water's not going to heat up as fast in that 2-inch. It's going to have time to cool the entire lime bag before the water evacuates. Put a larger inlet and a larger outlet on it. A lot of times on those lime bags, the drain, the outlet on them ain't big enough to evacuate the water fast enough. What you're looking for is water flow. Anytime you could increase water flow, get it in and get it out, the more consistent your water temperature is going to be, and your worm temperature is going to be. That's the best way I can tell you on a live bag. So, well, that's a pretty question. That's what we're here. My doggy camera keeps going in and out here. That's why I hate Wi-Fi. It'll do it. Yes, increase the volume of water around your actual condenser. So I'm going to say you probably got a 1/2 inch or 3/8 for your worm, that where your liquor comes out of, your distillate. So increase that to where you get more water volume, and then increase the size of your inlet and outlet. So if you got a 1/2 inch inlet and a 1/2 inch outlet, you can probably keep the 1/2 inch inlet, but your outlet go up to a 3/4. So you run a 3/4 inch water hose on it, and just run it in, and just let it flow out on the ground somewhere. Evacuate that water, and just keep a constant water flow. Run it the same speed, all constantly, wide open as you can, as fast as you can run it. And that's going to keep cool water in that condenser at all times, and it won't heat up and cool off on you. See, on my worm, it's a 15 gallon barrel, and I've got a 5/8 worm in it, just to cool. I run a 3/4 inch water hose in. I run that thing wide open. I've got an 1.5 inch drain on the top of that barrel. my water hose goes in the bottom, water flows out the top. That way I'm not holding water in there on the bottom and keep it warm to get it warm. So when it goes, I have twice as much drain as I do inlet. So water flows, it flows about 2.5 feet per second. Water falls at 3 feet per second. So from the top of my worm, I have a 90.5-inch pipe going straight down 3 foot. And then I have another 90 that evacuates out the door down the hill. So, and that creates its own vacuum, its own suction. So I could flow more out than I can in. So I could run my water wide open and every time. So I have a consistent run. Well, your water temperature really don't, that's been a myth on cooling it. You don't have to have ice water. The thing about it is if you run too cold water, and your distillate gets too cold, then you're going to end up with a lot of fusel oils in your alcohol. My ideal temperature is somewhere. I want my distillate coming off the worm between, say, 68 and 65 degrees. That's what sometimes it's a little over, sometimes a little under, but that's my sweet spot. So anytime you keep it between 65 and 70 degrees off the worm, your distillate off the worm. Don't check your temperature in your barrel or in your worm. Check your distillate temperature. That's a sweet spot. You get a lot smoother liquor. Once you get above 70, so you start getting up 72, 73, 74, on up in that degrees off your worm, that's when you get hot liquor. Anything, say, below 63, 62 degrees, that's when you start getting fusel oils in it. Bad taste of stuff. You get off flavors. You can get off flavors from your worm temperature. So really, the temperature of your water really does affect your alcohol because you want it in the 60s, in the mid 60s range, and that'll help you out a whole lot too. Uh, Increasing the water flow will help you out. You have like a Shine, do you have a water hose or anything? You have access to a water hose, you just run it. Yep, that's just a perfect temperature. Uh, I like my water temperature to stay consistent throughout the whole run, because if it's warming up, say you're circulating water, and that water temperature is changing throughout your run, then you're changing your alcohol. You're not consistent with every jar that you run. So consistent water temperature is the key. That's one of my pet peeves, is keeping consistent water temperature. Yeah, Kevin's was the last time. That's true. If it's sealed, well, you can get more flow. You just have to change your outlet. Uh, you just have to go to a bigger drain. So you have to. Does it have a copper outlet on it that's soldered in the side of it, Stuart? Yeah, Michael, I think it was Kevin's. That's my, I believe it was Kevin. Which that's been a minute ago though, ain't it? Yeah, anytime you could increase water flow, yeah, say you got a half-inch in, half-inch out, you could heat that. You could heat your drain, the top one, which is where your water wants to come out. You don't never want if you want to run your water in the bottom and out the top. So you could heat that up and drill you a bigger hole, and you could go up to a 1-inch drain on that. And if you're any good with solder, you can solder you a 1-inch drain in there, no problem. And then you'll be able to run it wide open, and you'll have a big enough outlet to evacuate that. Then you could run your water the same every time. Being consistent is key. right there. I done got him.
Okay.
Yeah, she's watching everybody. It does, Hunter. We used to, me and Hunter used to run liquor out in the fur shed. He's out there one day, it's 10 degrees. We was both hugging the damn steel, wasn't we? And it was, this setup I have now is a lot different than that old one. That was real. That was right, hillbilly setup right there, old school. Which mine's still old school setup. That's just inside now. It's not outside no more. Yeah, it was pretty cold out there, Hunter. Very cold. Yeah, that's the best thing I can tell you on your condensers, your flake stands. I call them flake stands, so but it's your condenser, it's your worm. Is anytime you could increase water flow and try not to circulate the same water over and over because that's just changing temperature. Try to run your fresh source of water in and evacuate it out somewhere. Run it off a hill anywhere you can. Evacuate it out, and that's going to keep more consistency throughout your whole run. And each run that you do is going to be the same. So you're running the same corn mash over and over. Well, then every time you run, that's going to keep the same liquor at the end. Because if somebody wants a quart jar of liquor, they come back next week. They want that same quart. So that keeps you consistent in your runs is water flow. Water flow, water flow, water flow. That's the biggest thing I can tell y'all. It still won't let me post that for some reason. I've been thinking about going fishing some, Hunter. White bass should be running, crappie or be biting, but I've been so busy, I just ain't had no busy to, I ain't had no time to go. So that's my biggest thing. I am trying to get this thing to post this link so you can get on. Anybody want to get on here with me? I've seen that one. There we go. We got rid of one of them. Hey, this idiots come in. You know how it happens. Just stupid idiots come in here. Uh, Anybody else got any question? Now, Brian, about the grain, you don't. You could just use grain right out of the combine. A lot of my corn that I use has still got stalk in it and everything else in cob, but it just makes a good cap. You still getting the grain in there. I don't push a button to split wood, Heath. I pull it lever. We went over that. That was fun there. Uh, that was good. That was all right. I had got to learn how to press to copy that link so people, if somebody wants to get on live with me, they can. But I'll have to learn it. But right now we're just this is the first time I've ever been on this program, guys, and I ain't done a live in a long time, so I'm getting there. Miss Riddle is gonna go back and see how many people we had to ban already. Everybody hearing me okay? Is the video good and everything? That's one big thing I want to know. But no, guys, if you got any questions about anything, uh, we've done got into it. Our second segment in the steel house. That's where we're at right now. So if anybody's got any questions about their steel or something's not right, steel set up, or if you got a new steel and you don't know how to set it up, or you think you got something wrong or anything, holler at us. like I say, condenser, burner setup, everything. That's what we're here for. Yeah, it's that doggone Wi-Fi. What's that? What are you laughing about? Oh, a 15-gallon beer keg. All right, let's get into that now. Uh, that's a good question too, Shine Daddy. Uh, Stainless steel heats different than copper. Copper, when you heat copper, it it's like a giant heat sink. It absorbs heat a lot better than stainless steel. So stainless, you're just heating in one spot. What kind of burner are you using? Yeah, see you later, Hunter. Yeah, he's gone too. Good Lord. I didn't call anybody out. I'm just doing my own podcast. Apparently, nobody in this craft. I'm not even in the moonshine community. I'm over in the liquor maker community. But anybody in this craft can't do nothing without them saying so, man. It ain't gonna happen. Let them go do their thing. I'm over here doing my thing. Leave me alone. That's the best thing to do. I'm not a moonshine militia fan, nor never will be. Them people start more shit than anybody. Well, the 250,000 BTU banjo burner. How high are you running? About halfway when you start out, or it should, if you start out kind of low, because 250,000 BTU is that's a pretty big burner for that keg. So starting out about halfway, it should heat up within an hour and a half or 2 hours. Yeah, you better watch out running wide open like that. I don't ever turn mine wide open till about 160, 170. I still don't run it wide open because once you're hot, you're hot. But I'm running copper. Uh, I'll turn it up when it gets 160, 170, and things starts moving around. So run her about half open. It should take about 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours. Yes, sir, Jimmy. It is liquor. You got people from these other places that do podcasts too that's coming in here. I mean, I don't understand why people have to do that, man. We're over here doing our thing. But we're not going to worry about them. We're not going to talk about that. Uh, we're over here doing our thing, trying to help people out. That's all we're trying to do. Which I knew there'd be some problems with them. Yeah, Martin, it has been a long time, man. How are you doing? Did you get better? Everything doing all right? I hope you are, man. We think about you from time to time around here. Copper holds heat better. Stainless, it gets rid of heat too fast. And really, when you heat stainless, you're just heating the part that the flame's on. Where copper retains heat throughout the entire steel. The entire steel get hot. So copper, you need more BTUs to heat to heat stainless than you do copper. That's a big difference. Copper is the best. It's just them idiots, honey. That's all it is. I mean, they're just trying to start something and make this a drama show like theirs is, and it's not going to happen. Yeah, but it's a little bit different, Shine Daddy, than copper. Copper retains heat. Where you're having to use a lot more BTUs to heat that steel all the way to the top like that to get heat inside of it. Copper, you don't have to use as many BTUs to get the same effect. I like copper because it cleans your alcohol vapor. It just grabs out all the bad stuff and holds on to it. It just makes for a cleaner still it. But now if you got copper throughout your steel, just not your pot, you're all right. But you will have to run a hotter BTU, and it will take longer to heat that stainless. Yeah, stainless dissipates heat faster. Copper retains heat. I mean, my steel will stay hot 6-7 hours after I turn it off. It does retain heat. Well, it's good hearing from you, Martin. Well, like I said, we do think about you time to time. Yeah, I mean, I'll get mine hot, but I mean, I'm heating up 100 gallon, so it takes me a lot longer. But I'll heat it up, and once it gets on up there, I'll kick it up and let it run. I'll let it eat on mine when it's running. But that's about it. I'm telling you what, these idiots. Nobody could do anything without Moonshine Militia saying so. I don't even want to be part of them. They're exactly what's wrong with that community in the first place.
Can you ban them?
I'm trying to, honey. They're just trying to make somebody else's live stream bad so theirs looks better. All I'm doing is give them something to talk about. That's it.
Oh, Sean Daddy's a member.
Now, Ozark, your sub, it's a copper sub, ain't it? Or is it stainless? Yeah, it is. But that's fine. I mean, yeah. What's your burner setup on that Ozark? So everybody know, because I mean, I've never run a stainless steel in my life. But to those who do, there may be some help to these people that's wanting to know a little bit about heating stainless up. And I know you know a little bit about it because you work with it on a daily basis. Yeah, I know you are, Shine Daddy. I I don't want to sit here and talk about them. I don't have nothing to say about them. Uh, it's not that. Yeah, Michael, we're not going to talk about that right now. That'd be something. But yeah, it's cleared up. They just don't want to let it go. That's all it is. So uh, that's all it is. I that's man. It's them people over there's a bunch of damn. I don't know. We're not going to talk about them. We're going to have a good time here tonight. We're going to sit here and talk and help people. We're going to have talk about liquor, running liquor, making liquor, doing everything else. And at the end, then we can bullshit. That's full court at the end of this episode. So, but I'm just here. I'm doing this for an hour, and that's what we're going to be doing. Hey, Rick, how you doing, brother? I ain't heard from you in a long time. Yes, sir. I mean, if you're running stainless, I mean, that's just your pot. Your heating your pot is just different heating a stainless than it is copper. That's just the way I see it. That's my observation. But your pot's just a pot. As long as it'll hold liquid and heat up, the rest of it needs to be copper. I do agree with that. That's right, Ozark. Medium flame on heat up. That's the way I do my big copper steel. About medium on heat up. You want to get the temperature up there where everything's moving before you start cranking it on up. I'm trying to, Rick. I'm sitting over here trying to. They keep trying to bring it to me, but I ain't listening. A lot of times you just close one eye and both ears, you don't see it, right? Yeah, that's true. Actually, I'm I backed way off on the liquor, on the moonshine. I make it. I make a lot of it. It's a lot better. My mind's a lot clearer. I can do a lot better. I had to back way off of it. I'll drink, I've got a beer I've been sipping on for 45 minutes. But yeah, it's I'm just a lot calmer, a lot better. That's why y'all hadn't seen nothing from me. I had to get healthy, guys. But I got healthy. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. I've done reeled it in. Done got it in the live well. I'm going home with it. Uh, that's what I did. So 125 degrees. I think you're full of it on that one. My still don't never run before. If it's a sour mash run, my still run about 188 to 190. So who the hell said that? I don't know.
What? You might as well get rid of Stuart Wilson, Sean Daddy, and Damon.
Yeah, that's the only ones on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just give me a second, guys. Yeah, that'd be the best thing to do, I'm sure. I'm just sitting here doing some stuff over. If anybody, like I said, if anybody's got any more questions, just ask. Rick was on there. It's good seeing old Rick Gibson, Ozark. Let's see if we can stop some shit anyway. Yeah, but yeah, Martin, I've had that same number for 25 years, man. You can call me anytime, text or call. No, guys, I'm not here to start a bunch of drama. If you're watching for drama and stuff, I know there's trying to be some started in here, but I'm just not going to do it no more. Uh, there's other things in this world to talk about and go on down the line with. A lot of people needing help that don't get help in other groups because of the drama and people wanting to start it. So I'm just doing this on Tuesday nights just to help people go over stuff. Like I said, at the end of the podcast, we're gonna it's it you can just talk about it, say whatever you want to, but I'm just doing this to help people, get people on the right track. It's just starting out. We got people like Rick Gibson and Ozark Steelworks and stuff in here commenting, and they know just as much and or if not a little bit more than I do sometimes about some stuff like stainless and stuff. And that's what we're trying to do is give the beginner and people that's been trying and just can't get it right. We're just trying to give them some success in this craft. We want to keep them in the craft, and that's all we're trying to do here. We're not trying to start a bunch of drama no more. So that's why you're watching, you ain't gonna get none. But yeah, Jimmy, your live bag's a pretty decent setup. It's uh ain't it a 2-inch live bag with a 1-inch condenser in the middle? Yeah, no problem, Martin. It's good seeing you, buddy. Hey, Alan, what's up? Nah, they ain't gonna get up under my skin. That just ain't gonna happen no more. I can't even remember the last time I was even near their podcast. I think I cussed every one of them out, and I wasn't even drinking then. But other people can do podcasts too in this community, guys. People can do podcasts. You do whatever you want to. You don't answer to just one group or one group trying to run everything. That ain't the way this is going to be. This is going to be us helping people. Got 28 people watching. Anybody got any questions? Just ask them. Guys, we still got another 20 minutes here. How many of you's watching on Facebook? How many of you watching on YouTube? Man, that's just petting a dead horse. All I was doing was giving them likes and views, and they loved it. Uh, but it's just that's all that is over there, stupid shit. Just a good place for a new guy in the craft to get disheartened. That's all that is. It's just a good place to run the new people off. And I'm trying to keep her craft going, not ruin it. I'm not worried about Maggie Valley and that TV show, and they're too worried about all that stuff. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about the real life happenings in the liquor making community and uh, making liquor and getting people on the right foot, helping people, showing people new mashes. I'm gonna have some good videos come out. I'm gonna be doing my first is gonna be a dandelion wine. I'm gonna make dandelion brandy, and I'll run the brandy way before the wine's done, and I'm gonna fortify my wine with the brandy. If you ain't never had any dandelion wine, make you some. I'm gonna be showing how to do it on video. And then I'm going to be doing my yellow squash liquor on video, showing y'all how to do it. Yellow squash tastes like honey when you run it. It's good. My tomato brandy. And I have a coffee mash that when you run it, tastes just like a black cup of coffee. I'm going to be showing you all that mash too on future videos on my YouTube channel. Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all. Facebook and YouTube. But most time y'all going to see me on YouTube from now on, man. Facebook, that place it's done went crazy. You can't do nothing on YouTube or Facebook no more. Uh, but on here, I do have a little bit more freedom to control stuff and keep things a little bit sane. But that's it. Oh, 2.5, Jimmy. Okay, I see it now. Hey, Deb, Craig, how you doing? Chris Wilson, you doing all right, brother? James, uh, yeah, that's why I started this podcast. Hopefully it'll grow. Hopefully we get more viewers each week and go from there. I am gonna be doing. I'm working on a video, just trying to get everything together. I'm changing up the way I do my videos. I'm changing up my whole YouTube channel, and the video I want to do is showing somebody, say you're a new guy, you see one of my videos or somebody else's videos, or you watched a TV show. I ain't got nothing against that TV show, guys. But without the Moonshiners TV show, we wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation. But they see it and they want to get into this, so they say they call Kevin at Thunder Road Copper and they order him a 10-gallon still, and they don't know what to do with it. All they've seen is something on Google or somebody telling me I have to have 10 different things. So I want to get a new steel, go through the whole cleaning process. Don't take much to clean a brand new copper steel. Go through the cleaning process and show them how to use their grain in their first mash, how to set it up for sour mash, and go through a run with them so they could go back and watch that, and it'll be simplified for them because too many people make this shit complicated. Yeah, it's getting knocked down there pretty quick, Michael. You didn't need to see it, and ain't none of us need to see it, so I get it knocked down. Them idiots just didn't have nothing better to do but come over and bother us. It really wasn't bothering me. Maybe I should have let it sit there so that way they could look a little bit more stupid, you know? Yes, I am. And I'm still using the Red Star Active Drive. I've used that for years. That's all I'll ever use. I use it in my brandies too. It works good. You don't have to babysit it. It works so much better. But that's not the distiller's yeast. That's just a Red Star Active Dry. And the good thing about it is you can't overpitch it. You won't get off flavors from it. You don't have to babysit it. It's going to work from 50 degrees all the way up to 104. That's just the reason I use it. And you still get a good yield of alcohol out of it with good flavors. I don't, Craig, but I can tell you who does. We're going to be having that on a video here pretty soon. They just getting set up with it. But I'll tell y'all who does here pretty soon. I think he's got Hickory King White, Bloody Butcher. He's got malted Hickory King White corn, malted 6-row barley. He's got some smoked barley and smoked corn. He's getting quite a bit in. So, yeah, I'll be telling y'all where to get that from. Uh, that's for sure. Uh, but no, I don't sell it anymore. Well, I broker some for distilleries and stuff, but I don't sell to public anymore. No, I don't. Yes, he does. He has some nice grains. And the good thing about it is you can buy you a still while you're on his website getting you some grain. You can buy the best still on earth, really. The number one still there is on planet Earth. Yeah, I still use Red Star yeast. I use it in everything. That's my go-to yeast for everything. Like this dandelion wine, I'll be using Red Star in it. No big deal. Yeah, Michael, it's just best just to knock it down and go on. I don't even remember anything they said. Probably didn't even read much of them. So that's the best way to do. Just ignore it and go on about your day. It's the best thing to do. So yeah, no problem here. Y'all got any mash questions or anything? Anybody got any mash questions or anything? I'm still here for about 12, 13 more minutes. No, I have not. I'm gonna have to figure. It won't. It's saying I could go down here to my invite. It says invite guest. Now I could go to Facebook Messenger and send an invite, or email or Gmail, and I copy the link to get on here. Then I go down here and post it. It says can't post comments to some destinations. So I go down here to post it. I paste the link there, and I hit that. It says YouTube rejected your comment. This is fairly common when sharing a link. You may need to share the link another way, and I don't know another way to share it. I'm not that smart on these things. Hey, Bridget, I got a question mark. That's a good question right there. A question mark. That is a good question. I don't think I can answer that one. I just have to answer it with another question mark, right? Yeah, but I'll get that figured out before next Tuesday. I'll figure out how to do that and post that to Facebook because it won't let me post post it to YouTube. It won't let me post it on Facebook. I'm gonna try to figure out how to put it in this chat because all of your comments are coming off Facebook or YouTube. I need to figure out how to do it here. So I'll figure it out. Like I said, this is all new to me, guys. This is a different platform than I've ever used. I usually just use my phone, but it's a whole streaming platform I've got on my computer now just to do this. No, Wendell, I'm a TI guy, not an IT guy. I'm a TI. You took that the wrong way. How do you make it? It's a whole process. If you're talking about liquor, it's a whole process. You can't learn in just one sentence or watching a video. It's a whole process to making it. It takes a lot. It's a lot of work and a lot of processes actually. The way I tell people, I've been here at the house, Sonny. Where you been? I tell people it's not what you put into it; it's the process you use making it. That's the biggest thing, and it's all one process from the time you start your mind to you shut your still off after a run. It's all one process. you don't know where to start. Well, the biggest question is where do you live? What country do you live in? Uh, or, I mean, do you have a still? Are you thinking about getting a still? The best place to start is with a mash. Make some mashes. See if you get your fermentation down right and get to making some good mashes. That's the first place to start. Figure out what you want to make. Wendell, it is. I'm on YouTube too. Yeah, it's simultaneous streaming to YouTube and Facebook. It'll just be on you. That way people knows I'm doing it on Tuesdays. So next week it'll be on YouTube, not Facebook. That way I'll be able to share the link to get on here. I think that's what it is because it's crossed over to Facebook. Well, thank you, Craig. I took some time off. I'm back doing some things different, changing up my channel a little bit, and going to go from there. Yeah, Michael laid a little bit of money in it if you run enough, but you got to run a whole lot and be able to get rid of it. Yeah, Canada, it's a little different up there, but I do have a very good friend that lives in Western Canada, and he runs a stainless steel pot. He makes pretty good liquor. It's just getting a hold of the stuff and how much money do you want to spend first, because getting stuff in Canada costs you a little bit more money than it does down here in the U.S. So it's just going how much money you want to put in to it first thing. I don't like just a straight sugar wash rum. I think it stresses the yeast. Uh, you could add, yeast nutrient, but the best nutrient for your yeast is your grain and your malt. So I'm really not impressed with a sugar wash run. And every time I've never done a straight sugar wash run, but I've had liquor run off of a straight sugar wash run, and it's just too hot for me. You can't calm it down. It just don't, because your yeast is so stressed in that environment. It's that's the whole thing about making a mash is having happy yeast. You got happy yeast, you got a happy mash. Uh, Either way, if your yeast gets stressed, if you over sugar it, uh, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things could happen. So keeping a happy medium in there for your yeast. So you add your grain to it, which is your flavor. But those starches and stuff in that grain is going to be food for yeast. I know the yeast eats sugar, but they can't live on that alone. Then your malt is a great nutrient for yeast. So you done give them the food they need. Put 1 pound per gallon. Don't oversugar your yeast. That yeast is going to be happy, and you'll end up with a lot smoother, better tasting liquor that way. I I will, Wendell. I sure will. How are you and the family doing, brother? Uh, Thank you. I try to make the best liquor in East Tennessee. I do. I try my hardest to make the best I can, which I've made it for quite a few years anyway. Yeah, hey, sugar wash is too hot. I agree with you, buddy. Saskatoon. I hope I said that right. Well, I would look around. I would look on the internet and see what it would take just to get stuff there to you. See if it's in your financial uh, within your finances to be able to do this, because stuff is getting more expensive. Hell, just buying sugar right now is crazy. I'm a looking at comments. Hey, Kenna, how you doing, brother? We just hanging out here for a little bit. Got about 5 or 10 more minutes on here. If nobody's asking any more questions, I'm gonna hop off here in a few. Good seeing you here, man. Good having you. Yeah, I have a YouTube channel, but I hadn't been on it in a while. I'm changing my channel up. We're going to be doing this podcast here every Tuesday. So if y'all come up with questions, it may have caught y'all off guard. If anybody has any questions, I'll be on here next Tuesday. Then you could ask your question then, and then I'm gonna be doing a lot more videos about different mashes and stuff and everything. So yeah, we're gonna expand our channel some and do a lot of different stuff. 5 pound of sugar is $20 there. Good Lord, I thought 40 for 50 pound was high. That's outrageous. Uh, but I can tell you who will. He just ain't got it all there yet. I don't want to say who it is, but he's not far from you. That's going to be selling grain and kits, and I'm going to help him put together a few kits, maybe just on my end, because he's the one with the grain, not me. I'm not selling grain no more. But I could tell you who is selling grain here very soon, within like the next week or so. But just holler at me on a messenger. I'll let you know. I appreciate that, Kenny. I've thought about doing that, the lessons, but the only way I would do it is if people could do it hands on. Like come here to my shop and do it hands on. Doing online lessons and stuff, it's just you're just seeing what's in a video. And to really do lessons and teach somebody from scratch, it really needs to be hands on. I mean, I've taught a lot of people a lot of things in videos, but somebody that's real green, there's a there's a process to this that needs to be taught hands on. There's a lot of safety concerns too that needs to be taught hands on. I've thought about doing classes right here, not charging people an arm and a leg. Hey, Jimmy. Hey, I hope you're not making fun of me right there. That's a story right there now. Whew. you want me to tell him how I fixed it or what really fixed it? I'll tell y'all about this before I go. What Jimmy and he's talking about. I had a mash back to first of winter, and what it was a sour mash. And I'd let my back sit in the still too long, like 2 or 3 days before I sour mashed it back in. I just heated it up and put it back in on my grain. Well, by that time it was too acidic. I didn't know it. I put it back in there, put my sugar in it, and this is a 55-gallon barrel of mash. Put my sugar in it, pitched a little bit of yeast, and this went on. Well, it wouldn't work. I'm like, that's not normal. Usually my sour mash kicks right off in 10, 15 minutes. So I kept messing with it. I've never used baking soda in mash. My mashes always did work and never had to. So somebody suggested I put some baking soda in it. So my dumb ass, I'm like, well, that's a big old barrel. It's going to take more than just a little. And my dumb ass gets a whole 1 pound box of baking soda. Instead of just adding it in that barrel a little bit of time, I just dump a whole pound in it. Well, it started fizzing. I'm like, cool, that works. I turned around, it looked like Mount St. Helens exploded behind me. It was mash and foam went all over this shop. So I learned me a lesson not to put no baking soda in no mash like that no more. What fixed the mash really, guys, was I split it in half, added some more of my limestone water, my well water, added more water to each barrel, and that fixed the pH, and it went on to working. I don't even check pH. Oh yeah, anything could happen like that. It could happen even after you've run 10,000 runs. It's just being vigilant, and being able to know what's going on with your steel. Don't run solids in the thumpers because they will get up in that 90-degree elbow going to your worm and it will stop up. Then you have a bomb. But there's a lot of things, keep everything clean out around your steel. Keep a clean work area. Make sure you walk all the way around your steel. Leave yourself a way out. I could take 2 steps and I'm outside. Just in case something goes on. There's a lot of stuff goes on around steel. Well, guys, if we're not getting any more questions, there's only 20 more watching now. I've been here now one. Until next week, it's going to be at the same time right here on YouTube, 8 o'clock. I'm just going to do it every Tuesday. So y'all come back, catch us next week. I was just trying to figure this thing out and see how it went. I believe it went pretty good. So let's grow this thing, guys. Remember, like, subscribe, and share it. Don't take just a minute just to push 3 buttons. It's free. It don't cost you a dime. So with that said, man, y'all watch your top knot. We'll see you soon.